So, today is a very big travel day. We're scrambling, we're trying to charge every single thing that we have because we're going on a 12-hour train ride to Bangkok. Yesterday we went back from Hai with a horrendous van journey that made us both feel so sick. I took anti-motion sickness tablets. Even with those, I felt so sick. And so let's hope that doesn't happen for this 12-hour journey. We've got lots of snacks because we don't know if we're going to get food or if we can buy food on here. We bought second class seat. Pretty fancy. There you go. So looking at it, I know it looks like quite a lot of snacks, but I don't know. I don't think this is enough for 12 hours.
Well, we don't know if we're getting lunch.
That's true, we don't. We've heard rumours that you might get food on the train. Who knows?
You might have noticed that we're actually travelling during the day, typically, and last time I was here, we get a sleeper train because it's a really long journey and you can just sleep through a lot of it in these generally okay, comfy carriages. We decided that we actually wanted to see the countryside of Thailand since we won't really get much more of a chance to do so, which may end up being a mistake. But so far, not the best day in terms of weather, but really quite a beautiful view so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We have acquired some goods. We have indeed gotten food, which is just part of the whole normal ticket price. I think there's a microwave up there. For you. I feel like it's an incredibly bold move to have just a bowl of open curry on a train, both for the smell and for the spillage danger. That's delicious. Better than my shitty curry. I'm not very good at making curry.
Oh no.
Finally arrived in Thailand. The trip took 11 hours, not 12. That was fun. And it was actually fine. It was great. Really quite comfortable. We got food. It was lovely. So now it's time for a room tour of our Bangkok hotel room. There's a little twist to it. It's actually me. Mike's just busy exporting our next video, so I'm just going to do this room tour on my own. So, here we go. We've got a lovely, very modern room. So we've got fun lights so we can change colour. Oh. There we go. And bed. Bed test. Whee! Oh, I landed right in the middle of them, of the mattresses. There's a mirror. Brilliant. Bathroom. Sink. Toilet. Shower. Very good. Main thing about this hotel, which is very fun, is that there is a very fancy interior down the bottom with like a big pool, and there's a gym, and there's a cafe. Wait, I'll show you the pool. We've got pool view. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. And now we are off for some food, for some late night food in Bangkok.
Some food. has some nice beer. There's a little place called Mash. The guy who owns it just shut all the doors. You can see it's completely blacked out. So I think they're not allowed to serve alcohol past 9. It's 9. So we're officially locked in.
Good morning / good afternoon. It's taken us a while to get out of the room, but we're going to start our Bangkok adventures. First of all, with attempting to get the metro, which is exciting, and then we've got many a fun sight to see, including our first stop, which is going to be Chinatown. So I do a fun transition. Do we know where to go?
Let me just check. I think so. This is so good.
Very, very easy.
Well, what a sensory overload this place is. We've gone from seeing not that many people where we were in Bangkok. Steph even said Bangkok's not even that busy. And now it's just hordes of people. You wouldn't even know that COVID exists here. We are in Chinatown.
We're just going to be walking through the markets, looking at all the stalls, maybe finding something to eat, and then we're on to the next attraction.
Well, it's crazy there in Chinatown. I think it's the largest concentration of Chinese people outside of China. That might not be true, fact check here. Well done, as always, you've got it right, obviously.
All of it looked and smelled incredible, apart from like a few exceptions of some weird dried fish. We did see, you know, the like shark fin soup being sold, and I saw dried like manta ray. Very sad. Ooh. Bit of a seedy undertone, you know, not gonna lie. Ooh, nice bag.
Anyway, that marks the beginning of our little walking tour. Now it's time to see some temples.
So we've swapped the crazy marketplace in Chinatown for a lovely, relaxing riverside cafe with we've got a view of Wat Arun. Got a view of Wat Arun to one side. We've got piano music tinkling in the background.
Piano music, Christmas music.
Sorry, yeah, we've got Christmas music. Feels very Christmassy in this hot, hot day.
In mid-November.
And got an iced coffee as just a snack before we head on to more adventures.
Whenever we've watched videos like this before, and whenever we've kind of made these videos of temples and stuff, it looks amazing in real life, but not always so impressive in the video, so we thought we're going to keep it really short and sweet and just show you a literal walking tour of all the sites we're about to see. Enjoy.
So plan is ruined because the palace is closed already. So screwed up. So instead we're going to the Golden Mount for sunset. Hope you enjoyed that little shortened walking tour of Bangkok. We are here on top of the Golden Mount with an incredible view of the whole city.
So we're going to chill here and enjoy a beautiful golden sunset over the horizon, and it's not for another 50 minutes, so we're going to strap ourselves in.
So
but a beautiful sunset. That was incredible. So we did go past Khao San Road, which is basically kind of the food and party road of Bangkok. It's very famous. Unfortunately, it was very empty and sad, and we didn't stay. So instead, we took a very wild, scary tuk-tuk ride back across town, back to Chinatown. Here we are in a restaurant called Red Rose, which is absolutely beautiful. And we've ordered cocktails, and it is happy hour, so we've ordered 2-for-1 cocktails each.
And what do we do for food?
Okay, so for food, it's basically omakase night, which means you say what price you want to pay, and then the chef is just going to make something. So we have absolutely no idea what we're going to be eating. It's something nice. As our first dish.
Dragon chicken.
Do we wait for the fire to end before we start eating it? Very nice chicken. Aesthetically beautiful. It is a tofu dish. It's a very big piece of tofu. That's a crispy. Nice seasoning. Brilliant.
Delicious food, delicious cocktails. We're definitely going to try and cook that tofu dish at home. It was amazing. We'll leave it there for today. Very fun exploring Bangkok, and we will see you tomorrow. Turns out having a couple slices of chicken and a couple pieces of tofu isn't enough to sustain a large man like myself. End of day. So good morning, welcome to a new day.
Yeah.
It's actually the afternoon. We actually spent the morning getting some street food for breakfast, which was really nice. We brought that back to the room, basically had our own private room service.
Yep.
And then we got the Sky Train for about an hour down south to basically the southernmost station you could go to, which is fine. Jumped in a Song Tayu, which didn't leave for several minutes because we were waiting for other people. That confused us for a long time. And now we've arrived where we are now, which is the Ancient City, it's called. It's basically this kind of outdoor museum of recreations of loads of amazing structures and things that existed in Thailand, some that are actually new to this park. Basically, because we can't see everything in Thailand and also around like in Laos and Cambodia, we thought we'd come here and see slightly smaller versions of those things and basically have an adult playground. Yeah! And the best thing of all, how do we get around here? In a golf cart. So Steffi's back at the wheel, and let's go for a drive.
Let's ride.
Full steam ahead.
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Oh my god, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's amazing.
Where does one park the golf cart? That's the question.
So first up, we have the apathetically named Woodhavas of substanceless existence. To us, a very impressive gold temple.
Off to the market town, we're going to visit a brothel and an opium den. So, it is lunchtime, very importantly. So we have ordered lunch at this lovely little place inside of the ancient city. And we're just mapping out what we're going to go see. You can see from this how big it is and just how much stuff there is to see. And interestingly, there's like a little color code and it tells you that, okay, so you've got things in green which have actually been removed from the real site to be reconstructed here.
things in red that have been duplicated from the real. So the real still exists and they've just made a duplication. And then a bunch of things in the ones that are blue are just designed from scratch from an artist called Kun Lek. May have met the first dish since we got to Thailand that is actually very spicy. Should say spicy. All the other times I've been like, yeah. It's really spicy.
Okay, next up we have Dusit Maha Prasat Palace, the Grand Palace here, which I think is the thing that we didn't see yesterday because it was closed, so that's good.
So plan is ruined because the palace is closed already.
And we've also got Sampet Prasat Palace, an old palace from Ayutthaya, which is this amazing day trip you can do from Bangkok. We don't have enough time, so again, we can tick off some of that stuff here now. But beautiful gardens, let's go explore.
Woohoo!
King of Thailand, I believe, if I read it correctly, his coronation was at one of those huge big temples, which is so interesting because it's kind of, I think this is not seen as like a fun romp around for tourists to just see things. These buildings are actually treated with a lot more reverence and respect. Very interesting.
Hey honey, need a lift? How's the drive, Mum?
Pretty good, a bit bumpy.
We are in ancient Thailand, so that's how it is sometimes. Just doing a bit of a slow turning circle. Enter scene of Austin Powers now. And we're free!
Whee! So one thing that we were really excited to see was the kind of mini floating village, because unfortunately we won't get a chance to see it, the real one, outside of Bangkok. But it's under renovation. But here we can see a little bit.
So although under renovation, look how beautiful and quaint this is. So cute. Wow, look at this.
Wow.
This place is such a good mixture of those bits that they've reproduced, things that they've actually taken from other areas and rebuilt, and just incredible modern pieces of art that are actually reflective of Buddhist culture, we think. But wow. Okay, as amazing as this place is, I'm sure for the viewer it must actually be quite boring after a while. So instead now it's going to do one final little shot, some of the cool things we see, and wrap it up.
Anyone jumps out, punching them.
Thank God we learnt some Muay Thai. Well, I'm out. Just get out of here.
We're such pussies.
No, let's go. Let's go. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Come back. Wow. And the final spot on our little tour.
Wow. So we're finishing here at the Pavilion of Enlightenment, and that also finishes our day at the ancient city, which is incredible. Anyone who goes to Bangkok should go here. We feel like not enough people talk about this. It's just an hour south and you get to see all of Thailand, basically. So, we're gonna go back home now and we're gonna have some Japanese for dinner. Bye!
This morning we are racing in our tuk-tuk to try and get to our appointment in time. We're getting our COVID tests because we're flying tomorrow to our next destination, so we need to sort all that stuff out.
Okay, so that's over and done with, thank goodness. That was a very deep one.
No, I don't think I can say that.
And now we've come to Terminal 21, which is a mall, but it's an incredible mall. We've come here for breakfast. Of course, what else do you do when you go to a mall for breakfast but get a Nando's ripoff? I got chicken. This mall is incredible. Each floor is themed to be a world city. So right now we're on San Francisco, and we'll show you the rest now.
Despite doing what seems like nothing, we are absolutely exhausted. So we're just gonna lie here. Oh, it's a flattering angle. See you later. Bye.
So it is our last night in Bangkok and indeed Thailand, which means we've gotten dressed up and we're heading to a rooftop bar.
Okay, we are here. So we're at the Lebua Sky Tower, which if you didn't know is where they filmed a scene in Hangover 2. Insert now.
Let's do this.
Welcome to the Tower Club.
Blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
Hey guys, have a seat.
So we just thought, well, we come up here for just one cocktail, enjoy the beautiful city views. So we came up, then they took us specifically to some other little lift, and we're now in our own private bar. It's called the Pink Bar. It is beautiful. It is the champagne bar. We just paid much more than we should have done or would ever normally be prepared to pay for 2 glasses of champagne, because we were here in our own private bar and we couldn't say no.
It's really nice. It is really, really nice.
Is it worth the money?
It's really nice.
To be fair, I'm sitting on the softest chair I've ever sat on, with probably the best view of Bangkok you might ever get. So, I think it's worth it.
This is very original one, and this is nowadays. It's the bottle, like you can see that same like everywhere. Everybody was talking about the Chardonnay that come from his vineyard.
Okay, so our lovely friend Noon, the manager here, just gave us a tour of all the different champagne here. Which is really interesting.
That always happens to us. It's happened before as well.
It's happened before when we're in a different restaurant. They just gave us a tour. And we found out there's a champagne that's specifically for Lebua. It's a Perrier Jouet, and it's by and for Lebua. Amazing.
This is officially our opportunity to become luxury travel vloggers. Amazing.
I've been campaigning for it for a long time. This is now the rise to stardom. Just check out the beautiful decor here.
So we're now on the highest bar, it's a whiskey bar, but there's more. There's even more. There's so many bars here, so we're being taken around all of them. Okay, so this is where they filmed The Hangover. Imagine a big helicopter coming up.
We're now finishing our amazing hotel/bar tour to one final bar.
This is incredible. Amazing. Should we dance? We are now on the final stop at our incredible bar restaurant tour of all of Lebua. I don't know how we got into this, but it's been great. It's made the champagne even more worth it, experiencing all of that. We spent about 2 hours here. I am now getting very hungry. Anyway, what an amazing way to end our time in Bangkok and also in Thailand. Because tomorrow we're going to fly off to a new country. So cheers to that, and I'm going to see you in the next one when we're going to be officially luxury travel vloggers from now on. Bye. We're still real people, we're still grounded, having Turkish food for dinner. It's not all champagne bars.